Yo, I love engines so much. Well, welcome back to another video of another car review. This is my current car. It's a 2015 Dodge Journey SXT, and of course, it's all-wheel drive. So, I was gonna do this when I first got the car, but I've been busy with a ton of things. You know, the Facebook Marketplace stuff and all that. I've been buying and selling, and then I've been busy with this car, you know, getting it registered and all that. But put that aside. Like I said, 2015 Dodge Journey SXT all-wheel drive. And this is going to be, I guess, my complaints and what I like and don't like about this car video as well, because I'm not sure how long I'll have this car. I'm going to get another one soon because I don't like this car. It's too big for me to drive, but here we go. Here's the interior. Leather wrapped mostly, and then you just have these kind of like, I guess not cheap, I guess they are cheap actually, but like kind of high quality plastics to push to start. So for those who don't like putting in keys in the ignition and twisting them, you're welcome. If you do get this car, I don't know why I'm saying you're welcome like I manufactured this car, but there you go. You have that steering wheel, leather, you know, just the basics. Cruise control, you have to set it, to res it, and to set it. And then the tachometer is digital. I don't just have a normal one, so it's a bit easier on the eyes, because on my last car, looking at the speed from the normal speedometer it's a little difficult, but I got the hang of it. We got center console, which my dash cam is plugged in there. I got a glove for getting gas. I have a bunch of parts in there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but screws and stuff. It's a little dirty, but I don't really care. We have, I think this is 12 volt. Yeah, unplug my dash cam real quick. Yeah, 12 volt DC cigarette outlet, or yeah, I guess cigarette outlet or whatever you want to call it. And then we have an aux cord button and I think it's a USB-C outlet thing, whatever you want to call it. Plenty of space in here I can use, but I don't use it very much at all, except for the glove and some parts. Over here, we got some storage, which I do have to make a delivery. I sold my BMX bike, and I forgot to deliver the pegs, so we're actually going to go deliver that right now. And I'm actually going to put these on the seat because they've been making a little bit of noise moving around in there. I don't have any carpets. Over here, move my water. We got another 12 volt DC cigarette outlet, cigarette lighter, whatever you want to call it. This one doesn't work though, I'm not sure why. Got cup holders, can't cover it like my last car. It's okay though. And then we have more storage here, which I have tape and I guess an extension cord for my dash cam, because I was gonna put it back here, but it's kind of short. Well, let's go to the back. Oh, and also we have lights over here that I just unlocked my car. Lights right here instead of here. I don't know why Dodge did that, but I don't mind that much. It's a little annoying, but the back's pretty normal. We got some storage here, cup holder, more storage, window switch, and which is not working because the car's off and it's electronic, so I actually have to unlock the car for passengers to get in and out, except for the the passenger side door in the front. These are not cloth seats. I forgot the name of these kind of seats, but they're not leather either. Either way, I like these seats. I just hate like I like anything but leather seats. That's just like my number one rule with seats in cars. I don't hate these seats. They're not uncomfortable entirely. When I sweat, it kind of absorbs my sweat, which might sound disgusting, but I'd rather that than leather seats and my skin sticking to it. You got a nice cup holder here, which brings the entire head of the seat down, which is, I guess, unique. Cup holders look to be intact, by the way. And then I guess you can If you're a passenger, you can rest your arm here if you need to. Pretty cool. That's really it. The seats, they go down, so like I can. This is like a minivan and SUV mix, so I can put the seats down and kind of like use this storage if I need to store things in here. Over here in the back, we got another 12 volt, I'm assuming DC, yep, cigarette lighter here, which I've been using for Bluetooth, and yeah, that's really it. I haven't actually been using it for charging. Over here, we got the normal storage. We don't have one here, but you can put things in here, papers, whatever. I wouldn't recommend putting papers in there actually, but if you want to, you can. I'm not too sure what these are for, but I mean, they're just there. Something cool about this car that I do like, I'm gonna move the seats back. Okay, so I can move them back. You take out the carpets. I'm gonna put this right here, not on the seat, it's gonna get dirty. You got more storage here. And I showed you in the front, there's also storage under the passenger seat, which is pretty cool. You can hide stuff in there, store stuff in there, whatever. Let's move to the trunk. So, here's what's the trunk. This is a 3-row seat car, so if I wanted to, I could put up the seats. And with the seats up, it's not too bad of space. I mean, I could fit something there, but I don't know what I'm going to fit here. It's a little dirty. And then, not spare tire, the jack stand, and or something else. Oh yeah, the thing for the jack stand too. I think this car does have a spare tire. I think it's in the bottom. I don't know. I'm not sure if... Yeah, okay. You guys could see it, I think, but it's there. So it does come with a spare tire, which is pretty cool. Very good. Now for the exterior, I'm going to review the back first because we're already here. Not too bad design. I mean, it's decent. It's not ugly. It's not the best looking thing. We got 2 exhausts. They blow a lot of white smoke when it's cold outside, as most cars usually do. And the rear windshield wiper actually works this time in this car too. For the side, other than the rust over there, I don't know if you guys can see it, other than this rust and a couple of scratches, the car is in good condition. Tires are a little dirty. I should probably get those cleaned up. The front, oh, by the way, actually, we have an actual key thing here. On the key, do I have it in my pocket? I do have it in my pocket. So, usually you'd have a silver thing here. So, if your car key battery dies, you can pull it out and use it here, which is pretty cool. You can also lock the doors with this button, but I disabled that. Because there was like this thing where when I did unlock the car, all car doors will unlock. So when I'm by myself, I like to feel secure and safe. So I removed that feature. I removed this because as soon as you put your hand on the knob, doesn't matter who you are, the car unlocks as long as the key is outside and present with you. So it just makes things safer. And the front now, it's in good condition. There's a couple of scratches, I think. Oh, I know, it's just a little dirty actually. Did get a new bumper. The bumper at the first one was a little damaged. These headlights, they're pretty clean, but they don't really work very well. It's better than my last car. We got fog lights and the grille nicely designed, but it doesn't make it very good for cooling purposes. Dodge Journeys have been reported to overheat. I forgot to pop the engine, by the way. Let's pop the hood. My bad, guys. Got too into it talking about the car. And to open this, you actually have to put your finger kind of on the bottom. My last car was like on the top, so I'm not used to that just yet. The car is heated up a little bit from the drive. 3.5 liter V6, by the way. Pretty dirty engine, but it performs well. It really does. And manual mode and drive, normal automatic mode. Is my battery okay? Is that supposed to be like that? think it's a little broken, but I survived the drive here. But yeah, it's 1 liter above my last car. Still a pretty powerful engine. It's more powerful than my last car, of course. The complexity of the car isn't too bad either. My last car was a little more complex, actually. With the struts, they look kind of complex. Complicatedly made, whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to find a word I can use to describe that, but just make sure that's closed. Yep, okay. Alright, there's something else I want to talk about. Oh, the tires. I'm going to read it off of... Actually, this one looks cleaner. The rims are dirty, but the tires actually cleaner. So I think I have 2 different sets of tires. Capricorn HP tires. They're summer performance tires. They're pretty good tires, alright? All tires pretty much feel the same, if you really think about it. But, yeah, I've just had these on ever since I got the car. They're not bad. But over here, I have Bridgestone tires. I think I have them on the back too, on this side. Yeah, Bridgestone tires. And then, oh, I actually have 3 different sets of tires. Wait, do I? Oh wait, no, I don't. Okay, so I have 2 sets of different two different sets of tires. Okay, I thought I had 3, but I only have 2. I forgot to show you guys the roof rack. I think this comes standard with the XXT trim. There is no sunroof, but I think there is a version of this car, a trim with a sunroof and the roof rack. And then there was also a TV here on the interior, which I have a climate control. And then we have the vents here. So you can, if you're a passenger, you can kind of choose where the air goes. And then we have these weird, like these seats deploy, the head of the seats deploy on a crash, which is weird. I don't think that's very safe. We have cup holders in the back as well. And that's pretty much it for the 3rd row. So I feel bad for anyone who is sitting in the 3rd row, but hey man, if you're the one doing it, you gotta do it. Hopefully it's not for a road trip for like 3 hours. But I'm gonna put the seats down so I can actually see out of my rearview mirror. Because with all these seats up, it makes it kind of hard to see. There you go. That one's down, and I have to actually climb in the car to get this one, unless I go from the other side. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Whoops. I was wondering why that one was long and then that one was short. Alright, there you go. You also do get a light back there too for nighttime. If I'm doing anything there. A light there. We also get 12 volt DC cigarette lighter there. I think there's only one in the back. And there's speakers. And then more speakers here, obviously. Not too sure if I feel like doing a sound test. So I don't want to get copyrighted. I could search non-copyrighted music, but it's more about how the car drives. But anyways, I gotta go make a delivery. We also get a CD player. We gotta go make a delivery for the pegs of this BMX bike I sold. Oh, and by the way, here is the digital speedometer. We can go back here. We can look at fuel economy, vehicle speed, trip info, tire PSI, which has been very helpful. Vehicle info, messages, 0. Wow, I guess no one loves me. No, I'm joking. Turn menu off. I'm not really sure what that does. I'm gonna see what that does real quick. Oh, that's what it does. Okay. Alright. Let's go for a drive now to make this delivery. And I'm hoping these pegs don't fall while I'm driving. But that's only my hope, so my wishes don't count. I don't know why I said that. That wasn't really funny, but let's go. I've done some light off-roading, not like anything crazy at all, but I've done some off-roading with like rocks and dirt, and these tires that are not even supposed to be for off-roading perform very well. And the independent suspension system has been great so far too. This is like the second best suspension system I have ever driven with. Apart from the Toyota, I think it was Corolla, it was rented. I drove that. Great suspension there too. And just overall a great car. I'm not sure what year it was for that car, but I'm not year it was, what year the car was, sorry. But yeah, the cabin noise in here, not that bad. I think my last car, I low-key think it was somewhat better. I can't really remember much about the cabin noise of my Murano, but it wasn't that bad either. It was really loud. No, actually, no, I think this Dodge is a bit better. It's more insulated. Alright, now that I'm remembering actually how bad the Murano was, it was less insulated too, so that can also take effect in there. It needs a wheel. This car needs a wheel alignment. So did my other car, but the wheel alignment is not really causing too much of a problem, surprisingly, on this Dodge. And it's been performing great too. The engine, like I said, been performing great. Transmission, it's been a little weird, but other than that, it's been performing great. It's been a little hesitant, I guess I should say, when I floor it. Alright, I'm not gonna say how fast I was going and what speed zone, but it's been a little weird. But other than that, the car sounds great too. It actually does. If we can get speeds up to like 50 plus miles an hour, which I think we will, the car, you'll hear it. It sounds like a Hellcat. I mean, I don't hate Hellcats, but I don't like them either. It's just like there's too many people driving them, and it's just like it's on social media when people just have these cars and they think like they're the best car in the world, even though they're not. That's when it gets a little annoying to be a car enthusiast, right? Because then those people make the car community look bad. All right, I'm never gonna have a car and say like it's the best car in the world or something like that. I always say, no matter what car I'm in, it's not the best car in the world, because obviously it's not. Whether I'm right or wrong, I mean, well, yeah, whether I'm right or wrong, it actually depends on what you're using it for. So, for a daily driver, I'm not going to use an off-road vehicle for the streets in a city, like most people do nowadays, actually. But you know what I mean? Like, you can't really say a car is the best car in the world. It really depends what you're using it for. But back to this car, actually, which I should be talking about. Like I said, it performs great, you know, great exterior and interior. It's not too new to my disliking, surprisingly, too. I guess my opinion on 2015 and older cars, I got that range right, because this car is not so new to the point where I just hate driving it, and it's not so old to the point where I just, like, it's gonna break down. I mean, it probably will. It's a Dodge Journey, so it probably will break down at some point. It's bound to. There's tons of reports of the car having problems, which is why you don't see very many of them in the road today. And that is on her phone, but we're not here to talk about that. But yeah, like I said, it's not, you don't really see Dodge Journeys out on the road much today, except if you're in an area where people just buy used cars like crazy and they don't do their research and stuff. That's when it starts to become a problem. We also have, well, I was going to show you the mirrors, but I have to go. Alright, I'm going to show you here. We have mirrors. They don't have a light like my last car, but I don't really care. I don't use the mirrors all that much. It's not like something I need. We also got the basic controls. My window switch is broken. We're gonna get a new one. I think my dad ordered the wrong one, so I have to wait even longer for another one, but I don't really care. It has been fun abusing this car. Like, the mirrors and the visibility of this car, for one, the mirrors are, I guess, good. I feel like they could use a little bit of length on the side mirrors here. I'm sorry, I can't really think too much while I'm driving, but they could use a little bit of length on the side mirrors. And the rear view mirror, the only problem with that rear view mirror is the seats in the back. Cause like I said, I have my seats down right now, and I can see really well out the rear view mirror. It's not that bad of visibility. But blind spots and stuff like that, like with all SUVs, are just horrible. Horrible visibility. I'm sorry, Dodge. I don't mean to like down talk any car manufacturer, but like the visibility of SUVs are just getting worse with newer and newer models. My mom's windshield wiper is like almost half the size of this windshield wiper and the one on my Murano. That's how bad it's getting. And then there's just all these sensors you have to depend on because of it. I don't know why manufacturers are making the windshield wipers smaller and smaller. And we are increasing speeds here, so I'm gonna shut up so we can enjoy some sounds. Okay, maybe I think I have to floor it actually or maybe go uphill. Yeah, I guess it doesn't do on like, not like specifically like, not like literally flat roads, but flat roads. It's just like the car doesn't really make much noise with the engine. I guess if you're outside it does, but inside it doesn't really sound very good at like with these type of roads. Driving on back roads are so fun though, like it's so chill. You can cruise. Oh, we gotta wait for a bus. I also like this car is actually, oh, by the way, the AC in this car doesn't work very well either, so I've just been using the windows and rolling them down. See what the cabin noise is like with the windows down, or well, one window. Nice cold air. It doesn't sound much different actually, which is actually impressive. It doesn't sound much different with the windows down. Alright, gotta slow down here. Okay. I mostly drive with one hand on this car because the wheel alignment, like, this doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel right because the steering wheel has to point that way. And this is just like, you know, I'm usually like this, but you know, I'll try to be as safe as possible for this video, guys. I do think this car should have came with a four-wheel drive feature, like an actual four-wheel drive feature, not all-wheel drive. Just because it's already kind of like a heavy-duty kind of vehicle, right? It's a multi-purpose vehicle, MPV. So I think four-wheel drive would be really good for this car. It would be a really nice feature. But the performance uphill, and like I said, I've done some light off-roading and downhill, it's really great. Mainly on the roads. I don't know how this car performs off-road with like most all-wheel drive SUVs, because I haven't really done much off-roading before. Other than like, you know, you go to like a mechanic with like dirt and rocks for a floor outside of his shop. Another bus. These roads are very narrow. Oh yes, I don't have to stop for that bus. Let's go. Really great sound. But I'm telling you guys, like 55 miles an hour plus, this car sounds like a Hellcat. I'm not even kidding. I don't know why either. And again, it's a SUV and minivan mix. I also have buttons in the back of the steering wheel too to control the volume and stuff for the radio or whatever. I need to move out here, like, bro, this is so peaceful. This is unreal. I'm getting like a kind of fatigue feeling driving this, and it's a good feeling. It's not like the bad kind of fatigue. people who have to drive this every day, like, they must be happy. Like, why? Bro, this is just so nice. I really want to move out here now. I really do. I'm trying to be as safe as possible by using two hands, but one wrist is like this, and then the other wrist is just like, because of the wheel alignment. It's actually like, it's not that bad, but it's bad on my wrist. It's a very nice road, like I already said, though. I think there was a solid yellow line. I don't know what happened to the solid yellow line across this entire road, but alright, delivery has been made. Alright, back we go. So I'm sure this goes downhill, so we'll have some fun here. Okay, we have to slow down a bit here because this is really tight turn. Okay, we actually just slowed down more than I thought. Okay, uphill, and then I'm pretty sure this goes downhill because I don't see anything above me, so except trees. Not too sure what the speed limit on this road is, so we're just gonna go 30. I think it's still 40, but you know, it's not being clear. Yeah, okay. Downhill. Car doesn't really have to perform well going downhill, it just kind of has to roll, by the way. So I kind of realized how stupid I sound earlier, but I guess it has to perform to a certain level of, you know, not break down or stuff like that. But other than that, the car is, you know, I'm not using it for its intended purpose, but even for that, the car performs great. I think it's bound to have some problems, though, being a Dodge, Chrysler, whatever made vehicle. I think Chrysler does own Dodge, or I don't know. I think they do. You know, I don't study, you know, German, American made cars because I'm not too interested in them. You know, I like cars, but you know, the unreliability just makes me not want to drive them, you know, for a daily driver. You know, I know it sounds a bit ridiculous considering I'm driving a Dodge Journey right now, but I didn't choose this car, okay? I didn't. That is my excuse for driving a car or a Dodge in general that I just said I don't want to drive. But I'm here driving it. Alright, I'm gonna put the window down here because I'm kind of cooking up over here. I know I'm wearing a sweater, but that's not really the problem. The problem is the sunlight just beaming down on me, but alright. So I'm coming, I'm gonna go. Yo, I love engines so much. That was so fire. Okay, sun signaling is just not really great. But yeah, like I said, if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this car, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.